So it's going to make you be okay with that. All right. All right, you guys. So welcome, welcome. Again, if we see some new people hopping on, we will let them in the waiting room. If you have a guest that's on and they're like, hey, I'm waiting in the waiting room, just let us know, but it should notify us. I don't know. This stuff is always changing. But anyways, we are so excited to be hopping on with you tonight. We're just going to take about 15 minutes and we just want to share about this life-changing business that has changed our lives, but it also allows us to offer it and help other people change their lives. You'll get to hear about our amazing products, and just sharing how you can bring in some extra income from home with the flexibility to do it on your own schedule, which that in itself is such a game changer. So my name is Sarah O'Connell. I'm an ambassador diamond with It Works. I have been here for over 12 years. I'm on here tonight with one of my great friends, Vanessa, and Vanessa, how long have you been with the company?
10 years.
10 years. Okay, so this is what I want to share with you. When people are like, how long does this do things like this last? We've probably been here longer than most people have been at their jobs. So good things last when you take care of them, right? So anyways, we are going to just start with telling a little bit of our stories, just so you can see why we are so passionate about sharing this. So just a little bit about my story. Obviously, I'm going to condense 12 years, but I want to share with you mostly where I started. So when I found this business, I was a brand new mom, and now I'm a mom of 3, but I had just returned back to work full time. And my kiddo was like 4 months old. So I'd been back to work for a month. And I remember coming home and telling my husband I was working as a charge nurse on labor and delivery, and I did nights. I absolutely loved what I was doing, but I had always picked up extra shifts because the extra money was so nice to help pay off my nursing loans or to help pay for our travels because we lived away from family. And I finally was just like, you know what? I'm in a new season of life and I don't want to spend more time away from home. And so I remember just making this decision. I was like, I'm no longer doing that. And as I closed that door on making that extra income, all of a sudden I saw a friend posting about this business and these products on social media. So if you saw this on social media, you can drop a 1 in the chat. I'm sure like a lot of us, that's where we saw it. And I just thought to myself, how crazy that I'm closing one door and God's opening another door for me to be able to make that extra income from home, but without any limits. And so I just said yes. I didn't take a long time to think about it. It was $99. I thought to myself, you know what? We spend $99 on a lot of things that we will never see a return on. So if I can not only use products that help me feel my best and help me take care of myself as a brand new mom, then I'm okay with that, right? And so I'm going to get the products. And then if I can actually make some extra money on top, like that's amazing. That's more than I could ever even ask for. And so I jumped in, and little did I know how powerful this business was going to be. And I remember in 3 months, I earned this massive bonus. And that was another thing. I slowly started realizing that this business was offering things that my job was never going to offer. There were perks, there were bonuses, there were extra paydays, there were trips, there was just recognition, there was support. And so I loved doing the two together because all of a sudden this was filling gaps that I didn't know needed filling. So long story short, I kept trucking along. I remember I was like so amazed anytime I ranked up. We have 9 ranks in our company. And anytime I was doing that, but I didn't know who my customers were going to be. I didn't know who was going to be on my team. But what I want to tell you is that we don't need to know those things. I didn't know those things. We didn't need to know those things. But as you share, you realize there's a high demand for both things. And so we went on, and slowly but surely, I ended up paying off $60,000 of nursing loans in 3 months instead of the 30-year plan. And that was my first goal. When it came to debt, that was the only debt we had. And I was like, I just want it gone, right? And then we went on to pay out for our cars. And all while doing that, you guys, we were still living. We were paying cash for our travels to go see our family. We were saving for our first home. We paid cash for our wedding. Like it was so crazy. So I just want you to know, more than anything, adding this in just allowed me to add more of the things that I truly was wanting in life. And sometimes we know first what we no longer want, right? And so I always tell people that's okay. If you know, like, I'm done with this or I'm done with that. That's perfect. But what's so cool is by adding this in, you can also have that ability to add the things in that you want more of. So eventually I came home full time to my family when it was called to do so, and that we needed me home. And I get to work around my family instead of the other way around. If my kids are sick, I can adjust my schedule. It has just been a game changer in so many ways. So I'm going to let Vanessa share a little bit of her story too.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, just so good. I love hearing Sarah's story every single time she tells it. Okay, you guys. So I'm Vanessa. I've been with It Works for 10 years, and truthfully, I was looking for something. I just didn't know what it was. If I was the epitome of being a busy person, it was me. I had just had my son, which was my third child. I was going to nursing night school, well, prereqs for nursing school, and I was working full time, you guys. Like it was ridiculous. I probably had no business starting something brand new, but like Sarah said, sometimes there's things that you just, you don't want, but then there's things like when you see an opportunity that's presented to you, you're like, wait a minute. So basically, you guys, I jumped in. I hadn't even tried the products. A friend of mine, I actually saw her posting. She was my neighbor, and she's like, listen, while you're going to nursing school, why don't you try this business? And so I tried the greens after she asked me, and I was sold, you guys, sold. And it's just what's wild though is I only wanted an extra $200 a month. Like I was not even really like I knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't know my potential. I didn't even know there was anything like this that existed. But an extra $200 would change everything for us. That meant less things going on the credit card. That meant taking maybe my family out to dinner, treating them, because we had just enough money to pay our bills, you guys, but not enough to like add to our savings to pay off our debt. So that's what this has done for us. Like we've paid off 2 car loans. We've paid off my student debt. Like just like Sarah said, that was the one thing, like the debt was just stacking up, you guys, especially when you couldn't get ahead. Okay. So paid off that. And eventually, you guys, my goal was never to like come home, to be very honest with you, but it allowed the time freedom for me where we were able to pay off so much debt because my husband has a very, very stressful, high demand job. He did at the time. I was like, I want to be home. Like, if I can work from home and like earn this unlimited income, why wouldn't I? So I worked hard, we paid off the debt, and here I am, you guys. I don't have that corporate job and I'm not in school. I'm here with my family and it's wonderful.
It's so wonderful.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
So we are going to share about the company and we're going to share the multiple ways you can earn. We all love that. That's really exciting part of it. So you can add an extra 5 paydays to your month if you wish to, but we're going to show you also what kind of products you'll get to be sharing. You get to share your discount and we'll go into just how to get started. And there's a special little something at the end for you guys. So I'm just going to share my screen really quick because we want you guys to be able to see this. Okay. So let's see a little bit about It Works, okay? So I didn't really know what I was joining when I first started. I just knew that I wanted the products, to be honest with you. But I say this over and over. I'm like, this is about as close as I ever will get to winning the lottery, was finding a company with the foundation that this one does, because I just don't really think that there's anything else like this out there. So a little bit about It Works. Their mission is to transform lives through a thriving global community. We are in 19 different countries, you guys, and we are still continuing to grow and expand. And we are doing that with results-driven products and an unmatched business opportunity. They are a family-owned business. So who you see here is actually Cindy and Mark, and this is our co-founders now. And then we have our CEO and his beautiful wife, and they had been in the field with us. They are absolutely incredible. Their vision, their heart for people and their futures and how they can change their lives is honestly just so contagious. And so they're family owned and we've been here for 23 years. So we started in 2001. We've been here for 23 years. So we are a well-established company. We are not just getting started or just trying to lay our foundation. It is there. It is grounded. One of the coolest things that we are too is that we're debt free. So when you heard Vanessa and I talk about paying off debt, you guys, honestly, that's a vision that they had and that they've always shared, and it has changed so many lives. And I remember Mark said this. He was like, when you have less debt, you have less stress. Plain and simple. And you open up so many more choices and options for yourself. And so that is where when you hear bonuses or when we go into how many different ways and you're like, how can you make this kind of money? Listen, they built a sound foundation for us and they are a debt-free company and we have remained that for however, so they went debt-free, I think in 8 years of starting this company. Okay. So I told you we're open globally. And then one other thing about it is that we have a huge heart for giving back, you guys. And so you will see opportunities. We've all gotten to be a part of different things like that, but just helping feed starving children. We assist with funds for childhood cancer research for our military. So many different things that we are able to give back to. So Vanessa is going to share. I'm going to move this really quick because here we go. Okay, Vanessa's going to hop in and she's going to share with you the multiple ways that you are able to earn as a distributor.
Okay, you guys, this is the exciting part. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, first let's get started with, well, obviously Sarah said there's 5 different ways. Where did the thing go, Sarah? I just missed it. I
Which,
just like was moving my screen over and the thing went away. That's okay. I have it here.
okay,
I have it. That's so strange. Do you still see it? The
we
PowerPoint?
see it.
Okay. I'm like, where did it go? Okay. All right, you guys. So multiple ways to earn. Let me just tell you something. The first one, we're going to just go through these in order, but the sample cash, you guys, when I first got started, I literally, and we still have them to this day, the skinny wraps. Okay. The first month that I started, you guys, I'm not even joking. I sold $250 worth of wraps in my first month. Like that cash to have, which I was not even expecting, was life changing for us. Because remember, my goal was to earn an extra $200 a month. And I hit that, you guys. Okay. So don't underestimate some sample cash. You can earn it on the daily. And even now, you guys, with our Venmo cash apps and stuff like that, you can sell our coffee and just so many other products that we have, you guys. So sample cash is pretty legit. Okay. So that is one way, and that's a fun way to earn fast cash. And the next way, you guys, is it's laid out here for you so nicely. It's our new distributor quick start guide. These are unlimited weekly bonuses. Okay. So this right here is the moneymaker because one, because you're a brand new distributor, you have an opportunity to earn literally probably in your first week if you just followed the guide. Okay. That's why I think it's so incredible. So let's break it down. So step one, you guys, is literally your $50 bonus by enrolling your first 4 customers. Okay. That's just how we build our business. That's just, we build, we enroll customers, we enroll distributors, but we are offering the extra $50, right, as a bonus to you for just building your business. That gets paid out the following week. Okay. And then say like, okay, well, I want to help my friend. Like I want to sign my friend up as a distributor and I want to teach her how to do the same thing. Okay. And by doing that, you guys, you earn an extra $100 because you just completed your 4 and a friend. Okay. So for totaling $150 bonus. Okay. And what's really amazing about that is when you look at step 2, okay, let's say you do that 3 times within your quick start period, you guys, you get a $350 bonus on top of that, right? Which is totaling $800 just in bonuses. Like, I'm just like mind blown by that. Just, it's so crazy that it's laid out for you. And so many of the new distributors, you guys, are earning this. So like, let's say you decide to get started and you're like, okay, I need to make $1,600, right? You know that you can go to your quick start, your new distributor quick start sheet, look at it and be like, okay, so I basically need to do this twice. Okay. And what's kind of crazy about that is leading into our next ways to earn is our monthly commissions. Okay. So as you're building your weekly bonuses, you guys, you're actually getting paid on the work that's being done. Okay. So you're getting paid twice on it. So you're going to be also earning a monthly commissions. Okay. So I don't know about you, but that's like crazy good. Okay. And because these are unlimited, you get to decide like, okay, like if I were coming in and saying, okay, well, I want to earn a $200 bonus because I want to earn $200 for the month, right? I can go look at my four and a friend, my step one, I know exactly what to do, right? And then I can go and add another 4 perks members for another $50 to earn 200, right? But why? Just keep going. You go to your step two, right? Because you're halfway there to your second one. So you guys, it's so incredible and so simple because of the systems that we have laid out for you. Sarah, do you want anything to add to that?
No, can you
So
see the
amazing.
slide? I just switched over to the next one.
I don't see, I have it here from when you sent it to me. So I
Okay.
have to like switch back and forth. So
No, that's
um,
perfect.
yeah, so I have the products here, you guys. So do you want me to just jump right into the
Yeah.
product?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, you guys. So our products are basically incredible. Okay. Part of the reason why I started this, like I told you in my story, like I tried the greens and at the time I was juicing. Okay. So it's messy, it's expensive, it's a mess, plain and simple. That's when my friends like, you need greens. You just put a scoop of that in your water and you drink it. And there was more superfoods in it. There were more benefits in it. And it was a lot less messy and a lot less expensive. So it had me sold. Okay. So the crazy thing though is you guys is that, and I know Sarah can maybe touch on this too, but we have these amazing systems, you guys, that we have put in place to give our customers the very best results. Okay. The very best, whether it's gut health, whether it's weight loss. And we have some viral packs that have literally been changing the game. Okay. So we have the gut health packs that have gone viral pretty much with just the bloating, like people. I don't think people realize how much our gut like needs just nurturing and it needs nourishment, it needs care. And that's probably the last thing that we think about, right? But we have systems in place to help your gut health, which helps your overall health, right? And then obviously, if someone's coming in and they're like, I want to lose weight, we're like, we have something for you. We have something for everybody. And let me just tell you, if you haven't tried our hair stuff, that stuff is bomb. I use the entire hairline. I'm probably a walking billboard of all of our products. That's how much I love them. You guys, they're in high demand. People want what we have to offer. They're looking for it, and they're plant-based, which I absolutely love. They're clean. And you guys, they're not just for women. I know we get asked that. It's for men as well. There are actually some amazing before and afters for men as well who use these products. So they're not just for women. Okay. And the best part is, you guys, is when you become a distributor, you get a shareable link and you get to actually share your discount with your customers. So not only are they able to, use our amazing products, they're going to get it at a discount as well. Okay. So I'll tell you my top favorites real quick are the super greens, because I've been using them for 10 years, just so you guys know. Our coffee, all of them, they're all amazing. I do skinny brew because it helps my mom brain fog. And the aloe, okay, non-negotiables for me. So our products are great, you guys. They sell themselves, but you share them and people want them.
Yes, and I love that. And same thing, you might have seen the products first and you're like, I want to use those. Here's the deal. If you're wanting to use anywhere from 2 to 3 products, it's already commission qualifying you. So it's kind of like that's where you want to stop and ask yourself, okay, would I like to use these products at discount, month after month, where it's supporting a healthy lifestyle for myself, or would I like to do that and be able to share my discount and make some extra money? And if you say yes to wanting to make some extra money, or like for me, you guys, my first goal, I remember my husband's like, just get your products covered, like make enough to cover your products. And I was like, that's a great idea. So I wasn't like dreaming super big. I had some skepticism in me, and I feel like that's pretty natural, right? So, but then after that, it's so crazy because as you start to share the things that you find that you love and that you're using, you realize how quickly people are looking for products that offer these kinds of results and that are clean and affordable. And we have that here. So, this is what I want to share with you guys, how to get started, right? So we've learned a little bit about It Works, our company, about some of the products, the many ways that you can get paid. And so usually the next question is like, how do I get started? It's super quick and easy to get started. We have 3 different starter kit options like you see here. So what I always suggest to people is I'm like, look at which one you're going for. Like ask yourself, what's your goal? Maybe you're like, dude, my hair needs help, right? Like you want growth. Maybe it needs to be healthier. I'm going to tell you, go and start with the hair care. And then any products that you want to add on to that, you actually are going to get it if you do it in the next 48 hours. You actually can get them 50% off, which is so crazy because we have a special promo code for you guys. But if you're like, hey, I'm looking to lose some weight, then you might want to start with this one, right? Or if you're like, I love coffee, guess what? Maybe you want to start with the weight loss and coffee one. What the cool thing is that these skinny gummies that are coming in there, that is one of our top selling products, #1. So they are literally handing it to you. You get a little tumbler, a frother. This is going to mix up all the good little drinks that we have. It makes your coffee so nice and smooth if you are a coffee drinker. And so just find the pack that aligns with the goals that you have right now, because here's the thing, this comes with full-size products. So what this is here to do is it's here to help you market right off the bat what you're using, but also to share your goals and get your own results. You guys, that is one of the coolest things about this is you don't have to be salesy. You just have to be willing to share genuinely, and they're like teeing you up to do that. So normally you can see right here, it's $99 to start, but we have a promo code for you guys. You are going to want to write this down. You get an extra 20% off. So right now it is only $79 for you to get started, to get into a business where you can go and make $800 within. You could do that in 3 weeks if you wanted, or in your first month, and then you're going to just keep going, right? And I remember when Vanessa was talking about sample cash, I'm like, I remember I was making sample cash and it was like, I forgot I was still getting the monthly commission. I was so excited that I was even in the positives between sample cash and weekly bonuses. And then all of a sudden you also get this commission check too. So what I want to tell you is this, make sure that you get back to the person who invited you here tonight. I want you to know that we share this because the coolest thing about this business is that yes, it can come in and it can change our lives, but how cool that we have an opportunity to say, hey, this is doing this for me, but it can also do that for you. And that's when people are asking you, or like when I'm sharing that, I want that for people. I want them to be debt free. I want them to feel their best. I want them to have products that help them through every stage of life. Like I've been here from new mom to postpartum to now I'm in my 40s, right? And I feel better in my 40s than I did before I found this company and their products, which is so crazy to even think about. So I want to tell you this. Just know that because things that you may want haven't been possible with your current situation, or maybe at your job or whatever it is, it doesn't mean that they're impossible for every situation or opportunity. Sometimes you just need to find the opportunities that allow you and support you, and you can add that in. And that is honestly exactly what this business did. Most of us, we are adding this in alongside a busy lifestyle, alongside a full-time job. And guess what? We have still been able to succeed far past our starting goal in doing that. So I want you to go back. If you have extra questions, go back to the person who invited you tonight. Go and ask them. They'd be happy to answer them for you. Don't sit on it too long because you only have 48 hours to use this little 20% off code. And we hope to be welcoming you and cheering you on as you run for your goals, because we know that they're absolutely possible here. So thank you for tuning in with us for just 15 minutes tonight, just to hear more. And I hope that this excites you guys, and we'll be welcoming you to the team soon. Good night.
Good night.